Hey, how you doing today? I am Tequila Coleman. In today's video, I'm going to answer one of our standards question she sent in via our GodOrdainedMarriage.com website. Now, if you have a question you would like for me to answer right here on the channel, I want you to head over to GodOrdainedMarriages.com, click on the tab that says Contact Us, and send me your question today. So here's her question. She said, "Good day, Tequila. Thank you for the insight and wisdom you share. I have a question. Is it normal for prodigal spouses to lie and create untrue stories about us standards? My husband is with the other woman who is a coworker, but to everyone who confronts, tries to correct him, he denies to be in a relationship with her and says she's just a colleague and that I am the one who is seeing someone else, which I had never given him reason to think so. Is this a good thing that he keeps titling her by just a colleague? Is it that he is maybe aware that he is in an ungodly relationship and he can't come to actually confessing it? Thank you." Okay, so thank you for sending in your question. I'm going to start with the first question. Is it normal for prodigal spouses to lie and create untrue stories about us standards? So if you can name it, if you can name what your prodigal doing, and this thing, you're not in agreement with, you are dealing with unclean spirits. Okay. You are dealing with evil demonic spirits. Okay. So this is prodigal behavior. However, your prodigal spouse lying and creating untrue stories about you, his wife, these are spirits, okay? So that's a lying spirit that is in your prodigal spouse, and then that's a slandering spirit that is also in your prodigal spouse, okay? So whenever your spouse is creating untrue stories about you to other people, he or she, in this case, he is slandering your name. Now, with the spirit of slander, that slandering spirit, it also comes with a spirit of gossip, a spirit of accusation, and also the spirit of witchcraft, okay? So, because your prodigal spouse has the door open to the enemy, now the enemy has come in and now is attacking you with this lying spirit, the slandering spirit, accusation spirit, gossip spirit, and the spirit of witchcraft. Okay. So that's number one. You also stated the next question is this a good thing that he keeps titling her by just a colleague? Um, is it that he is maybe aware that he is in an ungodly relationship and he can't come to actually confessing it? So here's the thing, okay? Let's just call it what it is. He is committing adultery, okay? Let's just call it what it is. He's committing adultery. He's a grown man. If he's able to commit adultery, he is also able to confess exactly what he is doing, okay? So your husband, he doesn't want accountability. He doesn't want anyone to correct him, which is the typical prodigal behavior. Okay. But don't allow your husband and his actions and how he refused to acknowledge the fact that he is cheating and committing adultery. Don't allow that to cause you to feel like, you going crazy, or even to deal with him in a way that gives him passes, or even like gives him out, okay? Because it's not that he's maybe, you said, is it that he is maybe aware? He is aware. He's aware that he is committing adultery, okay? He is aware that what he is doing is wrong. He doesn't want accountability. He doesn't want anyone to come in here and correct him, okay? And tell him where he's wrong at. He want to do what he want to do, okay? So we're going to call it what it is. And then you went on to say, and he can't come to actually confessing it. Well, to confess it means now he's admitting to you that he's committing adultery and she is more than a colleague. So again, the fact that he's not confessing it is because he doesn't want correction. He doesn't want to be held accountable. He doesn't want everyone to know exactly what he is doing. He is cheating. He is committing adultery. So this is where you come in at. This is where you, as his wife, hold him accountable. That is one of our roles as a helpmeet, is to hold our husbands accountable. Okay. So we're not condoning any of his bad behavior. I'm not giving him any out, or even I'm just not, like you got to take this mindset. He know exactly what he is doing. In the same way he got in this adulterous relationship, he gonna get himself out of it. Hold him accountable. So he need accountability. He need correction. Um, Also, I recommend you build boundaries in your marriage. Also, bring in your standards in this marriage, because that should be the last time he slandered your name to anyone. You should make it crystal clear to your husband that slandering your name is not it's a no-no for you. It's non-negotiable, and you're not going to tolerate it. You're not going to entertain it, and you're not going to continue to accept this from him, right? So this is where your standards has to come into place at. And again, he needs accountability. Every man, every person in general needs accountability, but this is what I'm focusing in on right here. Every man, every prodigal needs accountability. Without accountability, our man stayed the same. So if you want a better husband, you want to see your husband in this adulterous relationship with this other woman, hold him accountable. Okay. If you don't know how to hold him accountable, book a one-on-one session with myself, and I will walk you through the process on how to hold your husband accountable. But we need accountability here. I also want you to build some boundaries in your marriage, okay, that communicating to your husband. This is the line he can't cross with you. Boundary, just communicate. This is the line. I'm drawing the line right here. You cannot cross this line with me or in our marriage, right? And he need consequences for his action, okay? Now, another thing, as I stated, prayer. We got to bring prayer into this, because he has the door open to the enemy. So I want you to begin to rebuke and bind that lying spirit in the name of Jesus Christ. Rebuke and bind that slandering spirit in the name of Jesus Christ. Rebuke and bind the spirit of accusation, the spirit of gossip, the spirit of witchcraft in the name of Jesus Christ. Okay. Also begin to pray and ask God to grow your husband up. Ask God to move your husband into a level of accountability, and correct your husband where he needs to be corrected at. Okay. Because this is what he needs, and he also, I will also pray and ask God to heal the wound, heal his mother and father wound, heal the wounds that came as a result of him now having this door open to adultery, but also I would ask God, give my husband no rest until he let this other woman go. I want you to rebuke this other woman in the name of Jesus Christ. You're going to rebuke her in the spirit. And yeah, so he need this marriage needs prayer, accountability, boundaries, and standards. Okay. Once we begin to bring these four things into this marriage, you will begin to see your marriage turn around for the better. Okay. Hold your husband accountable. Build your boundaries in this marriage. He needs to know what are your standards, what are your non-negotiable, and continue to pray over everything God shows you that is rising up, that is manifesting in your husband. All right. So that is it. I am Tequila Coleman. I'll talk to you all real soon. Take care.